The Commission for Ecology of the Conference of Catholic Bishops of India is offering you a series of meditations during the 5th anniversary of Laudato Si. Today, we reflect on one passage in the Old Testament, the Noah's Ark. We begin with a song, then a dance, and then a short reflection on Noah's Ark. This is our first episode, and if you like it, kindly share your experience with us. We will have another episode soon.
सारी सृष्टि के मालिक तुम्ही हो, सारी सृष्टि के रक्षक तुम्ही हो, करते हैं तुझको सादर प्रणाम, गाते हैं तेरे ही गुणगान। आहा हालेलुया, आहा सारी सृष्टि को तेरा सहारा, सारे संकट से हमको बचाना, तेरे हाथों में जीवन हमारा है, अपनी राहों पर हमको चलाना। आहा हालेलुया, आहा
God created the earth many years ago, but the people living there did all bad things. This made God very sad. Then God found one good man. His name was Noah. He loved and obeyed God. God told Noah, "I will be sending floods all over the earth. But you and your family will be safe. You will build a big boat." All the neighbors made fun of them, while Noah and his 3 sons were building the big boat. God sent deers, elephants, tigers, snakes, birds, every type of animal in pairs. After everyone, Noah, his family, and all the animals entered. God Himself closed the door of the boat. It rained for 40 days and nights, and there were floods all over the world. Days went by, and Noah opened a window of the ark and sent a dove. He waited and waited, and then the bird finally returned. Noah then knew that they all had to leave. Everyone reached their new homes safely.
My dear friends, this is the first talk of my reflections for the season of creation and the anniversary of Laudato Si. It's a reflection on Noah. The creation accounts of Genesis make known the human call to care for creation. The story of the great flood clarifies exactly what that means and suggests the interconnected way in which human and non-human creation survival must be conceptualized. These are the thoughts of Stephanie Clary, shared in 2017. God gives Noah a mission. He is to participate in God's plan for the survival of living species. God instructs Noah to build a huge ark and directs of all kinds of birds, of all kinds of beasts, 2 of each will come into the ark to stay alive. The species of the earth that were gathered included clean and unclean, domesticated and wild animals. Many of these animals were of no real use to the people. God's directive makes the meaning of having dominion clear. Noah and his family are charged with seeing to the survival of other living creatures. It is difficult to deny that the rate at which atmospheric carbon dioxide levels, seawater levels, and the Earth's temperature are rising are primarily due to the actions of humans. We know that irresponsible use and abuse of creation has ushered in much of the climate change, the environmental degradation experienced today. Storms exist as part of the natural weather patterns on the planet. But warmer oceans produce stronger storms and heavier rains, which in turn increase flooding. The harmony between the Creator, humanity, and creation as a whole was disrupted. Pope Francis writes, by our attempt to dominate and control creation, by our insistence on consuming that which was not meant for our limitless use, he explains responsibility for God's earth and personal desires, and considering how one's choices affect the entirety of creation, it is good to aid those suffering in the wake of the storm. But it is better to prevent the storm in the first place by respecting the rhythms inscribed in nature by the hand of the Creator. Just as Noah's Ark, human survival and that of animals are intimately related. Pope Francis is right. The Bible has no place for a tyrannical anthropocentrism, and neither does the world today. On September 1st, Pope Francis and Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew issued the first ever joint message on the World Day of Prayer for Creation. A message that both states and reflects the necessity of working together to restore right relation among creation. Appealing to those in social, economic, cultural and political positions of power, expands their emphasis even beyond the context of taste. Creation care is an issue of universal importance from an ethical perspective. For believers, it is also an issue of salvation. God designed creation in a way that allows it to survive, to grow, to adapt, to flourish. Human beings are a part of the sacred creation, arguably the only part that has acted in a way that disrupts the incredible design, but also the only part that has the ability to make it right. With Noah as faithful environmentalist exemplar, we must survive to listen to God's call in the face of rising storms today. The floods can be prevented, and God calls each of us to participate in the mission. My concluding prayer from the encyclical Laudato Si, a prayer for the earth. All-powerful God, you are present in the whole universe and in the smallest of your creatures. You embrace with your tenderness all that exists. Pour out upon us the power of your love, that we may protect life and beauty. Fill us with peace, that we may live as brothers and sisters, harming no one.